Would agree with that. Holy shit! Jesus Christ. Nicksage72, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. And that's a total of 10 gifted subs in the channel. Thank you. What a legend. Homeless Grey Cat, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 38 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your support is non-fungible. To the point the so-called expert can't even defend them properly. I am yet to see someone actually properly defend NFT implementation into video games. I haven't seen a single good case scenario for NFTs being brought into video games. But it's like everything. We pushed back against like scummy DLC practices. Damn! Gaijin, thank you. Thank you very much, Gaijin. I appreciate it. Gaijin making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. And yeah, we were doing coils earlier. It was a lot of fun. Coils was a lot of fun. I always like doing coils. It's cool. And it was funny seeing Gaijin's theories about, oh, somebody's going to die and this is going to happen. Dude, I've been training for years as the Warrior of Light. I have the biggest flexes in the business. Biggest flexes in the business. I get the concept of NFTs. I hate it because it really promotes the theft of digital art. But it has no benefits in games. It doesn't. Yeah. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now, let's see what Devin Nash has to say about this. I'm very curious, because Devin Nash has a video on it. Before we do that, though, I am going to queue... I'm going to queue into friggin' MSQ. Anybody wants to join for MSQ, let me know. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Pavan. You stay well, dude. Take care of your little one. Make a Final Fantasy XIV appreciation video once it's actionable. Okay, I guess nobody wants to run MSQ. Fine, I'll do it alone. Oh, Kaladin wants to join. Okay. Q is doing birdies. Yeah. I don't like... No, it's not the Augmented Ironworks Gaijin. They're probably talking about some Allegan set of some kind. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to be checking out NFTs are the future of gaming. Here's why. Let me just mute the sound here real quick. This is a video by Devin Nash. Oh, damn. Q, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. That's tip of the hat. Appreciate support. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Holy crap. That's a lot of gifted subs. Thank you, Q. I appreciate it. Q's probably going to get me killed tonight when we go raid Savage, so that's good. Sometimes I need to give you back for all the bullshit I gave you. Bullshit. Oh, man. How about that? Now you can give me more bullshit? Is that how that works? Okay, fair enough. Now, as I was saying, we're going to be watching this Devin Nash video. NFTs are the future of gaming. Here's why. I'm very curious to see his take on it. So let's go right ahead and see what he has to say.
NFTs and cryptocurrency and tokens and all that.
Wait.
All the world is talking about NFTs and cryptocurrency and tokens and all that stuff. I want to talk about today why I think that NFTs are going to change the future of the gaming world and what I think everyone is missing about NFTs. I'm going to issue you a challenge. I think if you're watching this video right now and you play video games for 15 hours a week or more, you will buy an NFT related to gaming within the next 5 years. That's my challenge.
If you play video games for 15 hours a week or more within the next 5 years, you're going to buy an NFT? No, I don't think so. I think you underestimate us, Devin. I highly doubt it, but let's see.
To you. You can leave a comment if you do or if you don't, but I think you will. I'm going to explain what I mean by that and how it's going to work in the context of NFTs. And so stay tuned if you want an in-depth video, which I don't think this has been covered in relation to the gaming industry. Okay. All right. So would you buy a glowing wiggly worm? This glowing wiggly worm is 9.99 ETH right now. That's $39,661. A couple people are offering $31,000 for it right.
Dude, this is so good. This is the best thing ever. Like that little wiggly worm is worth, what did you just say? $9,000? No, $39,000, right? That's what he said? $39,000 that little piece of filth is worth. And the funny thing is, it's not even the image that is worth that. The image is actually worthless. The image itself is actually not worth a damn thing. What they are buying is an entry in a database that points to that image. And if anybody just, not to mention that like that little wiggly worm looks like my son could have drawn it. Like what the hell, dude? Yeah, NFTs are straight up a scam. I think that Devin is a little bit too caught up on this, but we'll see.
Right now, so if this person
then again, so is
was
everybody
sell this
else.
wiggly worm for $31,000, they
Who's gonna
would
buy it?
sell that right then. They could just sell it. So I don't want to talk about art.
They can't just
every time.
Wait,
NFT gets...
whoa! They can't just sell. What do you mean, just sell it? Somebody has to buy it. Am I wrong here? Like I'm not particularly literate when it comes to the blockchain because I don't really do too much of crypto shit. But my understanding is it's kind of like the stock market. There needs to be a buy order. Are there buy orders for that at 30 something thousand? Are those in the bottom thing? Are those things that he had in the bottom? Are those like buy orders? There's offers. There's offers at 8 ETH. There's offers. There's no bids, right? That's how it works. There's a bid and then there's an offer. So there's two people trying to sell it. There's nobody trying to buy it. Rui, I offer you $1 billion for a shout out. Doesn't mean I have to pay it. Yeah. No, but even not, here's the thing. Like when it comes to like stock market and whatnot, you can place in something which is a buy order. With the stock market, I know because I've messed around with that. But it's like you can place in a buy order, and at that point, that's binding. So like if the buy order is there, like the money's ready to go. That's how that works. You can't just like make the offers is someone who's willing to sell it, as far as I'm aware. So I don't think that's the way this works. You can't just like, you can buy it. You can buy it right now. No, that's not how it works. Like you can buy it right now, Devin. You have a button there that buys it. No, wait, buy now, make offer. Oh no, these are offers. Holy shit. It could be the fake offers that we've heard about. There's people like hyping up NFTs and buying their own shit, getting high off their own supply. Oof.
And to sell this wiggly worm for $31,000, they would sell that right then. They could just sell it.
They can.
So I don't want to talk about art. Every time NFT gets brought up, it's talking about art. It drives me crazy because I think when we can really look, if this video does its job, you will understand by the end of it why I don't care about art at all, and I want to explain something that I think is so much bigger, especially in the context of the gaming industry. But to do that, I need to set you up with some expectations first about what NFTs are. You can watch a lot of videos or...
It's interesting that he instantly goes off this, like, we don't talk about the art. And yeah, you shouldn't talk about the art because what you're selling is not the art. So like when somebody's buying an NFT, what you're buying is the pointer that points towards the art. But one of the important things is who's owned it. That's actually one of the important things for NFTs, I believe. So it's like, for instance, imagine buying an NFT that was previously owned by, like a big celebrity, like say Drake or something, right? Or if you want to talk about like Twitch streamers, imagine buying an NFT that was previously owned by XQC. That's the value. It's not the art. The value is that you can trace back who this item belonged to, in the same way that, like, for instance, you think about, like, I don't know, think about a movie that you like. Like, let's talk about Star Wars New Hope. Imagine if you could buy the original prop for the lightsaber of that movie, right? That's kind of like the notion, oh, this was the lightsaber that Mark Hamill used in Star Wars, right? This NFT craze, that's like one of the biggest deals about it, is like, who's owned it first? Who was the original owner? It's like, oh, I bought the NFT that was owned by this person. And all that stuff is in the blockchain.
Get a lot of information about what NFTs are.
Gaijin, like, Devin is not trying to run a con. Devin is I actually really like Devin's content. So I don't think he's trying to con people. I'm just very curious to see what his point is. And I keep pausing. So let me actually just
I need to set you up with some expectations first about what NFTs so tell
are.
Us
the
you can watch a lot of videos or get a lot of information about what NFTs are. I'm going to explain pretty quickly what an NFT is, and we're going to go over it together. Okay. So an NFT, just in relation to the concepts you need to understand for the purpose of this video. So NFT stands for a non-fungible token. Okay. Most people that are related to NFTs know that, but what does that really mean? Well, in an economy, everything is either fungible or non-fungible. Okay, so a fungible thing would be like a can of soda.
It's mushrooms.
We can produce a lot of them. You can make a bunch of them. They're not particularly valuable on their own. A non-fungible thing would be like a painting or like Starry Night, a very famous painting or something like that. So everything in our economy can essentially be boiled down to being separated from fungible to non-fungible things. You have things like water bottles, which can just be fungible.
Okay,
tons of them.
Okay, so if that is the case, by the way, I was not aware of that particular definition of like fungible, non-fungible, all this bullshit, because English is not my primary language. But either way, if that's the case, NFTs by their definition are fungible, because like I can just mass produce them. I can mass produce an NFT. How is it non-fungible? Like, you guys take 2 screenshots of this stream. You're producing an NFT. You can produce 2 NFTs from this stream right now. How's it non-fungible?
Or you can have this particular jacket that I wear, which no one else wears. There are other versions of this jacket, but this jacket that I wear is mine, and it is the only one of its kind. And so it has a non-fungible value, at least to me. Right, that, you know, if somebody came up to me and said, I'll pay you $5 for that jacket, I would not go for it because I like this jacket quite a bit. Then we got to talk what a token is. So a token is a recorded, it's basically a thing that lives on a blockchain.
It's not a thing that lives
on a blockchain this whole video, don't worry.
Okay, here's what it's called, Devin. It's a database entry. There you go. It's a database entry. That's what it is.
But it's effectively a record-keeping ledger, just like in accounting, where
it's a database entry.
Something lives forever publicly on
forever.
What you could think of as a database, which is also a blockchain. Okay.
A database entry.
Now again,
yes,
there are tons of stuff you could look into for NFTs. I encourage you to, but I just want to explain these basic concepts and then a couple of other concepts about what NFTs can do, because they're going to be necessary. And like, if you are in the gaming industry or you are a content creator, you're going to want to listen up to what these can do. Okay, so an NFT can do a couple of things that are really interesting. It can do a lot of things, but here's some of the things that are really interesting for what we're going to be talking about. First of all, it can assign a kickback from every sale forever, locked into a smart contract on the blockchain. So what do I mean by a kickback? So let's say that you are a musician and you sell an album for $10. That album might become famous 100 years later or 50 years later or 5 years later. You would never really be able to ever get anything back. Like, let's say that I trade that album to my friend for $1,000 because it's exceedingly rare. The original artist will never receive $1 of that after they sell the album until now. What an NFT can do is it can assign a kickback from every sale automatically. So you can say, okay, I want 10% of every time this is sold. So,
not a pyramid scheme.
you can go and sell an album, like 50 copies of an album on digitally, and then let's say that album sells for $100 to someone else, you can assign 10%, 20%, 50% of that kickback. Bam, you get $10, 10%, right? So that's the first thing that NFTs can do.
See, that's the interesting thing about what Sipsai just said. So I make the arc that I don't get a dime. Exactly. Because the valuable thing is the token. The token is the valuable thing, not the art itself. It's the token. It's like I can commission the art from an artist and I can put it on the blockchain and the artist gets this.
You can also assign a limited number of NFTs attached to the token.
Not artificial scarcity.
And the token can have governance protocols. So things it does or doesn't do. So you can release 500 of something, 1,000 of something, and everything can be an NFT. Literally anything you can imagine, any digital asset. And to understand why things like the glowy worm are going for $30,000, you have to understand the concept of scarcity. Scarcity runs our entire economy, supply and demand, right? If something is more scarce, it's worth more. If there is less of it and more people want it, then it is worth more. Currently, pretty much all of the, as of the time of the filming of this video, pretty much all of the NFT market is speculation that it's people buying up this art,
not a
and
scam,
this stuff that is on the that is an NFT because there's a belief that it will later be valuable or more valuable to someone else. So very few people are like collectors or getting things because they're cool. They're mostly getting things.
And let me just say one thing here real quick, and that is that it's like this is one of the reasons why I think NFTs are abso-fucking-lutely, completely, utterly fucking ridiculous. It's like, dude, it's a digital thing. There's no reason why that stupid fucking little piece of shit worm with its stupid fucking little unique token to be worth $31,000. There's no reason. There's no logical reason. Like in the real world, like say for instance, for gamers that used to buy like collector's editions, there's value in a collector edition because that is a limited item that you are getting, right? That's like a limited thing. Like for instance, the Endwalker collector's edition. That paladin statue doing passage of arms, only a certain amount of them exist. I don't know exactly how many of them exist, but only a certain amount of them exist in the real world. They didn't make any more than those. That is scarcity. Why in the ever-living fuck would that stupid little wriggly worm be scarce? I can literally take a screenshot of it from fucking Devin's video right here. I can take a screenshot. It's such a stupid concept. Like, oh yeah, this thing it's going to be limited. What do you mean it's fucking limited, dude? That's the good thing about computers. You can copy paste literally anything. And by the way, let's not forget the environmental impact that all this bullshit brings. It's like you are literally putting JPEGs on the fucking internet for fucking nothing. For nothing. Like you get nothing out of those fucking JPEGs. I mean, you might get money if you're able to scam somebody with the fucking pyramid scheme, but essentially you're harming the environment with this bullshit for nothing, for fucking nothing. I want to see. It's gonna be funny, like 10 years from now, because you know this thing is most likely gonna catch on. Let's just be completely real about it, because you know we have failed as a species. I've said this a million times. We as a species have fucking failed because we actually fall for this. Like people are so invested in the economical system, which I've already stated multiple times. Like our economic system is a fucking joke. We're basically burning down the planet for like pieces of paper, which is ridiculous when we actually need the resources in the fucking planet to survive. But you know, 10 years from now, because this is going to catch on, because we as a species are fucking scum, and people are going to be like mining all of this shit, and we're going to take down forests, and we're going to like really just wreck the fucking planet to shit. And people in the future are going to be forced wearing like gas masks and oxygen tanks to like fucking walk outside because we destroyed all of the trees that, you know, actually produce the oxygen so that we can breathe. We're going to destroy all of those in order to build more server structures to fucking so that people can mine it. It's like we're this at the very basics. Our economy was based around this piece of paper means that there's a certain amount of gold that exists somewhere, and that's what this piece of paper says. Now, this piece of paper means fucking nothing. And these ones, the fucking crypto ones, mean less than fucking nothing because all they are is fucking electricity. And it's just like consuming electricity for the purpose of consuming electricity and nothing else. It brings no benefit whatsoever to literally anyone except fucking millionaires and crazy people. But it is the future. That's a dystopian future we're barreling towards, which is fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Because they appreciate and value. So you might be saying at this point, okay, I understand that scarcity is like important. I could see how some of these things would go, but where's like the actual value and like how are we going to tie this into the gaming industry? And that's what I want to talk about next. So to talk about that, remember I issued you a challenge, right? I said that all y'all will buy an NFT within the next 5 years if you play a lot of video games. So I want to introduce a skin to you from a game called League of Legends. There's a lot of ways I could use an example here, but I'm going to use an example of a skin called Black Alistar. Black Alistar is a super, super rare skin in League of Legends. It is so rare that my former roommate Aframu, when I was in CLG, who is a League of Legends pro player, still is, wanted this skin more than anything, and even Riot wouldn't give it to him. He would very easily pay $10,000, I think $20,000 for a Black Alistar skin on his account. And you can go out and you can pay $10,000, $20,000 for this digital asset. Now, I'm using this example because I think most people...
And let me tell you right now, people who buy that skin for $10,000 are fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Like, I'm sorry. People who buy that skin for $10,000, you're fucking stupid. You're dumb. But you do whatever the fuck. I mean, you know the old saying, a fool and his money are easily parted. There you go. You can do whatever the fuck you want with your money, man. You want to spend $10,000 on a skin? Do it. I'm still allowed to call you fucking stupid, but go ahead, you do you.
Can relate to it. You have probably bought an MTX on a store like the League of Legends store or somewhere else, or you've considered doing it. I have bought MTX for Path of Exile, a game that I play. I've bought them on League of Legends. I've bought them all over the place, and I will buy MTX for my characters on different MMOs or spend money on a mount. I'm totally okay with doing that. My justification for it is if I'm getting, I don't know, 200, 300 hours of gameplay out of that game, or 1,000, like in the case of Path of Exile, which I've put over 4,000 hours in, right? Buying a $60 supporter back for $1 per hour value and entertainment compared to like a movie or something else is not that big of a deal. It's a pretty reasonable transaction, right? Like I'm getting a lot of value out of that game. I'm happy to kick back to the developers for the MTX.
Yes.
But you might be a person that says, well, that's great that Aframu would pay $15,000 for this, but why would I pay $15,000 for this? Why would I pay $500 for an MTX? I hate MTX. I hate NFTs. I'll never buy those. End the video. This is a scam. All right.
Exactly.
Let me give you a literal example using Black Alistar of where I think that almost every gamer might consider this. Let's say that League of Legends chooses to release Black Alistar, okay? As an NFT. So you get the skin in-game, and the skin is tradable. I can't spell.
You know what?
On their marketplace.
Okay, so let me just say this out loud, okay? This is one of the things that bothers me the fucking most. Is that people talk about being able to trade these items as if this is somehow revolutionary. And it's like, listen, motherfucker.
I could be so grossly incandescent.
Back in my Diablo days, you want to know how I traded an item to somebody else? I dragged it from my inventory to theirs. Sometimes I wouldn't even do that. I'd drag it to the ground and they'd pick it up. Revolutionary! Holy shit! That's fucking revolutionary! How did you do that without the fucking blockchain? Oh my God! It's so fucking stupid, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. I have a really fucking hard time with this. I really do. I was really, cause like, I love Devin's videos. He makes millions of good points when it comes to content creation. But like up until this point, dude, come on. Trading in a video game is not fucking revolutionary, right? Like, look, you see these fucking cabbages right here in my inventory? You guys can't see it very well, but like there's Gazal greens in my inventory right now in Final Fantasy 14. There's elegant silver pieces in my inventory. You want to know how revolutionary it is that I can just like trade these away to my friends? It's fucking mind-blowing, dude. But the items are unique in the blockchain, Rurikhan. You don't understand. They're unique. Why? Because they have a fucking number like what fucking Ubisoft did with Ubisoft Quartz? Listen, okay? If I grab this collector's box of Monster Hunter Rise and I take a shit on top of it, it doesn't become any fucking more unique, okay? It's just gonna smell like shit, okay? Nobody else is gonna have a box that smells like that for sure. And I would never do that, by the way. I love Monster Hunter Rise, but that's just to give you like a very pungent point. It's like if I take a dump on that box, does it make it unique? I mean, I guess it's gonna have a unique fragrance to it. Does it make it any better? Fuck no, dude, because now it smells like shit. I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah, it is gonna be unique, but it smells like shit. Kind of like the NFT here. You know, once you put it on the blockchain, smells a little bit like shit. Bullshit.
Place. Okay, because most of these people are not going to use OpenSea or any of the marketplaces. They're going to use their own. We'll just assume that, okay? So, and then we'll say that like the kickback to Riot is like, that's the people that make League of Legends is like, you know, I don't know, 10% or something.
That's what they actually want, that fucking kickback.
They release 500 of
If
them
only
limited,
I
okay?
could be so grossly
Do you think
incandescent.
that a lot of people
here for
would
the
go
game
for this?
Rage
I think they would. I think those 500 would sell it instantly, right?
praise the NFT shit.
Shiny Chim Chair, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. And Christo Fliz, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 3 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is why some people, realizing some gamers pay $10 for a skin and thought these idiots will pay $10,000 for anything. Yeah, exactly. It's so bad. Anyway, the point that he was making, because the stuff is like the notifications kind of interrupted him a little bit. I'm gonna roll it back just a smidge, like this.
It's the people that make League of Legends is like, you know, I don't know, 10% or something. Okay, doesn't matter. They release 500 of them limited. Okay, do you think that a lot of people would go for this? I think they would. I think those 500 would sell it instantly, right? Intuitively, you know that. But I'm gonna add something crazy to it.
Unfortunately, he's right, by the way, because League of Legends players are fucking insane. So yeah, they would buy this shit on the spot. Even if they hate NFTs, they would buy it like on the spot. Like the second it was out, they'd buy that shit. That's the worst part about it, right? This is why I told you earlier that we have failed as a species. Because like, yeah, League of Legends players, they would gobble this shit up. Not all of them. Some of them would stick by their principle of like, oh no, I don't want it because it's an NFT. But I'll guarantee you that very few, that is a very, very, very small minority. So that's where he does make a point, right? It's like, you guys were criticizing Devin earlier, but can you really deny that people will do this? You can't deny it. You can't deny it. That's the best part, right? Because you can say whatever you want and that, you know, it's a Ponzi scheme, it's all of this. I've been saying it too, but you can't deny that he has a fucking point. Those 500 things, if they make an NFT out of it, they will sell like that. Like that.
I think is going to redefine NFTs, and this is going to be the big thing we're going to be talking about. What if I told you that each one of those NFTs also assigned that owner a vote? And each vote could add one of 3 items to the game. The real power of NFTs is that it can turn players into partial decision makers and owners. Because remember, I told you that you can assign a token or an NFT a governance protocol. One of those governance protocols could be that you have a vote going into the development cycle or the future of a particular project. And Ethereum and certain what's called DAOs, which are decentralized autonomous organizations, that run off of these voting systems and these governance protocols. Their entire organization runs as a result of the stakeholders in these. So if you imagine a game like League of Legends, maybe the developers have committed to adding one of 3 items. They get to decide which of the 3 they're going to suggest, but you, the player, have a significant portion of the decision in making in what items they release. It is my opinion that developers will do this for the vast majority of games as NFTs develop, and I think almost everybody can see how awesome it would be to be a partial owner in something, in addition to owning something very limited in a game that you enjoy. So I would go for like a pair of angel wings in Path of Exile, no problem. But if you told me that I could also contribute to the game in some kind of decisive way, even if it was very minor, that'd be awesome too. It'd make players feel like owners, which is like really cool. So you're starting to see that how don't look at the market of NFTs as they exist right now. It's early. Like, of course, there's going to be all kinds of scams and like there's going to be all kinds of stuff that's like.
See, and this is why I wanted to watch this video, because these are really good points. It's like, again, this is not something that I'm interested in. This is most likely not something that anyone in this chat is interested in. But like I said, you see how he swapped it around and was able to present a scenario where players will buy an NFT? Gaijin, I'm not saying it's a good point as in I'm interested. I'm saying it's a good point because he presented a point in which players will buy an NFT, which was the Black Alistair skin. Like I said, like those 500, if they mint 500 NFTs of Black Alistair skin, they will sell out like hotcakes. 1,000%. The players will buy it. Yeah, 1,000% they'll buy it. They'll buy it. And the voting thing might convince more players to buy it, might convince even those players who are hesitant to buy an NFT to be like, oh, wait, I get to decide which item comes next. And ooh. See, that's the thing. Will I buy one in 5 years? Okay, yeah, that's the thing. I won't. It still hasn't convinced me. Yes, true.
99% of these projects are just going to be obliterated in the coming months and years. Like none of this stuff is going to be worth anything. I don't even know if like super established stuff like Bored Ape Yacht Club like under Y Combinator is going to do anything. It's hard to say, right? But like for sure, as game developers start to become wiser about how these systems can be utilized, NFTs are going to be a really big part of it because they allow people to participate in the actual making of the game or ownership of the game. They make players feel like owners. And I think that there's also a future in a couple of other things. And so I want to show you a game real quick that is not sponsored or anything. Obviously, I'm not doing this video because I'm doing these because I truly believe in the projects. So if you look at a game called Axi Infinity, Axi Infinity is a PvP and
pyramid scheme. And sorry, Silver Nitro, I had already queued when you mentioned. Sorry. I'll invite you for the next one.
PvE questing game where you get these blobs. Each one.
Here's an interesting thing about Axi Infinity. There's actually like a mechanic in there where you have to, it's like, say for instance, the player can't afford because you have to buy this is like a Pokemon type game, because I've seen videos about this game. So this is like a Pokemon type thing. And in order for you to actually be able to play it, you have to buy the game. Not the game, you have to buy pets. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I actually got a much tougher roulette than I was expecting. But in order for you to play the game, you have to buy these pets. You have to buy the Pokemons, so to speak, right? And the thing about it is, if you can't afford them, then another player can loan you a Pokemon, but then you're basically generating, I don't know if you generate all of it or if it's a percentage of the currency, then you're generating the currency for the player that loaned you the thing, which is pretty much kind of like a pyramid scheme, you know? It's but yeah, let's see what he has to say about Axi Infinity. This, by the way, I think it's the only successful game that is using NFTs right now, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not a fantastic game. Let's just put it like that.
One of these blobs is an NFT. It's listed on the marketplace, and it has stats. It has things like strength, intelligence, and there's different archetypes.
Pay to
of
win,
them. There's like the
by the way.
plant-based one. There's air-based ones. There's water-based
Yeah.
ones, and different stat combinations and different abilities will allow your Axi to do different things in combat. You can see like this is like the combat screen where you'll fight against like a team of enemy Axis. You can fight against players, or you can fight against NPCs or PCs, and you see these cards like a Slay the Spire type game where each one of these cards is assigned to every individual Axie and you get abilities. You can play this game. The game produces what's called SLP. SLP stands for a Smooth Love Potion, which is used to make new Axies, or can be tradable on the open market.
Potion.
And if we go check it,
you want to know why it's called a smooth love potion? Because that's what your brain is like. It's not a wrinkled potion. It's a smooth one, like your brain. It's a smooth love potion. They even make fun of their user base. Like, oh, it's a smooth love potion, just like your fucking brain. You fucking smooth brain.
Example for SLP, we can see that SLP right now is 0.03 cents. And you can earn right now, as of the time of this recording, you can earn about $14 to $15 in SLP if you do all of the daily quests for Axi Infinity. So check this out. There's a huge number of people in Southeast Asia and underdeveloped countries that are using Axi Infinity because they all have phones, and they're grinding the equivalent of full-time income for themselves as a result of just playing a game that they enjoy. And you're also seeing some
enjoy. How do you know they enjoy it? See, that's the thing. How do you know they enjoy it? Do people enjoy their jobs? Is that what we're assuming now? They're grinding it because they can make a full-time income. Enjoying it, I feel like, is a very strong word, which is like the basis of kind of like my thesis that I was talking about earlier, where it's like you are most likely not going to be enjoying a lot of these experiences. You might do them because you want to get the money, but that does not necessarily mean that you're enjoying yourself. You know, it's like, do people that work at McDonald's love their job? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some do. I would argue most of them probably don't. You know, that's what I'm getting at.
Some kind of this in some of the ambitious projects, like right now, Star Atlas is a project that's valued at $5 billion, which is a grand strategy MMO type game that involves kind of Eve-like experience and is all attached to NFTs. And you could go like really deep into this, and I think this one, like in particular, this may very well follow like the Star Citizen model. It could be vaporware, and I'm not particularly shilling any of these individual projects. What I'm trying.
So the Star Citizen model, for those of you who are not aware, is basically we can print money by, not really doing anything. So we're going to do that. That's the Star Citizen model right there. Star Citizen model at work. We can print money by not giving you content and by selling you. Actually, Star Citizen is actually the first form of NFTs. They've been selling you JPEGs of ships for so fucking long. I'm sorry. I'm going to get so much hate because of the Star Citizen comments, because people don't like it when I talk about Star Citizen. It's like, listen, here's what I got to say about that shit, okay? If a company is literally printing money by not releasing a video game, you're just giving them a reason not to release the video game. That's my thought when it comes to Star Citizen.
Trying to do is I'm trying to show you the kind of like potential for this technology. So you can look here and you can see like the Axi marketplace where you can buy these. And so you can go in, you can set up 3 Axis, and then you can start grinding for real currency, like currency that actually is translatable into into money. And there's all these different other things about Axi. There's the actual Axi token, which puts you as a part owner. One of the cool things about Axi also is third-party development protocols. So, for example, they added a system called scholars and managers to the game, where a manager is a person who sponsors another person with some Axies. So you can give a person some Axies to start playing the game
This is the
themselves,
thing that I
and
was
then they
talking
split
about.
the income amongst themselves. So now what's happening in Southeast Asia, in places like the Philippines, is companies are going out to schools and they're hiring kids to via this scholar program to be into guilds,
No
who then play and grind the game
scruples
and earn SLP for
whatsoever.
themselves, get themselves
No
out of poverty,
fucking scruples.
and
Recruiting fucking children from the school to grind in a video game. No fucking scruples, dude. Nothing. We give jack fuck all. Children should be outside playing in the fucking mud, not grinding in your fucking fake Pokemon game with your JPEG bullshit and your smooth love potions like your fucking smooth brains. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You can tell that I actually don't know, but I don't believe Devin has kids. There's no way you can just say, "Oh yeah, they're doing something really cool. It's a cool initiative. They're getting children in school to grind video games." What? Oof, dude. Oof. What the actual fuck? What in the actual fuck? Lord have mercy. Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm gonna let this tank die at this rate. No, I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna save him. We're good. We're good. I'm still learning Sage, okay, guys?
and then simultaneously increase the value of their Axies in their accounts. This is just the iceberg, the tip of NFTs, and it's why I think
No
that
morals.
gaming is
No
going to be
fucking
such an
morals.
insane place to be in the next 5 to 7 years, where I think that it won't
It'd
just
be a shitty place to be
that
if this goes
gamers
forward.
are playing games and we won't be consuming or using monetization models in the same way that we used to. We're going to be playing to earn. These things are going to have actual value, and we're going to all be kind of collectors of assets and games. And many people see this as like a negative thing because they're looking at all of the scams of NFTs and saying, oh, like this really sucks, but I want to present you this like alternative view that you could be.
But wait a minute, like what do you mean? It's like people are seeing this as a scam. Even in, let's just say it like this, okay? Let me just present you this particular argument right here. In a perfect world scenario where none of this is a scam and there's no fucking rug pulls, what do you still own? Fuck all. You still own fuck all. That's what you own, okay? It's still a fucking digital item that people are spending their time to collect. Like you literally just talked about picking up children from schools to fucking get them to grind the stupid NFTs, right? He talked about this, like the people that have the account are going out to schools and shit and getting these kids to fucking grind for them. Let me tell you something, okay? The most literally, and I will tell you something might blow some people's minds. I'm going to tell you what is literally the most valuable currency in the fucking world. The most valuable currency in the world, okay? Are you ready? You ready to get your fucking minds blown? The most valuable currency in the world is time. Time. You want to know why that's the most valuable integrity in the world? Because it doesn't go back, because we don't have time machines. Therefore, if you spend like say an hour grinding for your fucking stupid NFT, if you had fun, that's one thing. But if you didn't have fun, which I would argue is most likely going to be the majority of the cases in this situation, I don't think they're going to be having fun grinding this shit, because you're basically doing what is the equivalent of like a computer that is mining fucking crypto, most likely, right? So you can't get that time back. You don't get it back. So if you didn't have fun, too fucking bad, you're not getting that fucking time back. That's the thing. That's the thing that it's like, I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about this. Like, oh no, we're going to play to earn. It's going to be great. No, dude, you're going to basically be, instead of living your life, you're going to be fucking grinding away in a video. And it's like, look, if you like grinding, if it's fun, that's one thing. But I bet you that the NFT games, nah, dude, there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way.
Partial owners in these games, you could feel like all the like MTX you have or the things that you have means.
And by the way, remember what I told you about this is assuming That there's no rug pulls or any of that bullshit, right? This is assuming that we're talking about legit fucking things, which in reality, let's face it, we're really not, because, 90% of these, he said himself, are basically going to be fucking scams. So it is what it is. But yeah, this is like, good luck with that.
Something, or that you could even make governance decisions if the game developers are those types of people, of which many of these Web3 developers really are. This is just like so cool to me. And I harken back to, there was a project that Blizzard tried a really long time ago, which was the Diablo 3 auction house. The first day that the Diablo 3 auction house was out, I made $800 USD. And I've had great gaming experiences, but that felt so good to be able to like actually use the skills I have as a gamer to make real life money and still enjoy playing a game. And unfortunately, that was shut down. A lot of people hated it. They thought like a real money auction house was really bad, and it just didn't like.
Are you just not going to mention the fact that the implementation of the real money auction house basically destroyed loot for average players? Are we just like going to pass through that? We're just going to like, yeah, we just don't talk about that part of the argument. No, that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that I made $800. I made $800. It's like, oh my God, I'm so fucking disappointed. It's like, dude, come on. It's like at a certain point you have to be, it's like, look, not everybody is going to be able to play this game for, like their real job. Not everybody wants to play video games like real jobs. And it's like the real money auction house basically did that. In order for you to have fun with Diablo 3, you had to play it like a job. That's it. You had to play it like a job. You had to grind. Like your average, I just want to play a video game for 2 hours a day person. Fuck you. We don't want you here. That's basically what happens. And it's kind of sad that he doesn't bring up the other side of the argument about how loot in Diablo 3 was basically dog shit for everybody else. Come on, dude.
Like, it didn't happen. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. I think it is so awesome that, like, isn't this what a lot of people have always been asking for? Like, people are like, man, I wish I could do gaming as a job. Like, isn't that why streaming is like such an incredibly popular thing? Is you want to sit around playing video games and stream it and make a ton of money? It's the most popular job in the United States next to being a YouTuber. And why is that? It's because people
make a ton of money. Maybe if you're XQC, maybe if you're Asmongold. Not to mention that if you think about streaming nowadays, like the most successful streams, they're not even playing video games. Like there might be like 1 or 2 streams that are playing video. I mean, look at my stream right now. Am I playing a video game? Yes. Is that the actual content of the stream? No, it's not. I wish it was. It's not. It's never going to be. Because like, there's 188 people watching this right now because we're talking about NFTs. We're watching this video from Devin Nash, all that stuff, providing commentary. Out of those 188 people, nobody is here to watch the little gameplay that's in the corner there where I'm doing a level 77 dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV. Because I can tell you right now, when I was doing Savage Progression, there was less than 90 people here. So it's like when he's talking about in here, I feel like he's being a little bit disingenuous. He's like, isn't that the dream to play video games for? It's like he literally stated multiple times in some of his other videos that it's like, listen, nobody's in these streams to watch your video games. Video games is not the actual content anymore when it comes to Twitch. In YouTube, in my opinion, you can still get away with video games being the primary form of content. But when it comes to Twitch, gaming has not been the primary form of content for fucking years, dude. Years. It's not even like I can tell you one person that I know of that is actually all about the video games, and that is CoCarnage. CoCarnage, as far as I can remember, is probably the only streamer that is successful and is actually playing video games. That's the only one that I know. Everybody else, like the reason why they're successful, it's not the video games, okay? Streaming is a talk show that people come to watch. Yep, correct. Very much correct. Streaming is very much a talk show that people come to watch. That is literally what we're doing right now. This is my talk show. Welcome to my TED Talk. Today we're talking about NFTs.
have this perception, this fantasy right now that if they play video games, they can earn full income doing it, and they want to tie something they love to their job. And yet those same people will blow out NFTs because right now it's a wiggly worm that's worth $30,000 for a JPEG. And you're going to get 100% agreement from me. That's ridiculous. Like, why would we ever buy something like that? But to see the future of what this could be, where imagine you're playing a game that you truly love, but you also have the opportunity to earn within it. I think that's the potential of NFTs. So
if a game you truly love, if the game you truly love is Diablo 3 with the real money auction house, I think I'd rather go play emulated video games or old ass video games that I've played before. I think I'd rather go back and play Monster Hunter GU, Dark Souls 1, because that's at least fun. Grinding items in Diablo 3's pre-Loot 2.0 is not necessarily my personal idea of fun, but you do you, man. You do you.
Tell you, like this is something I would do if I were you. I would take 40 to 50 hours of your time, 20 hours of your time, and just
which
start
is your
on
most
Google, start
valuable.
on YouTube. What is an NFT? And just go down the rabbit hole and start learning about this stuff. It's going to be a really big deal. And that's why I'm posting it on this channel, which follows marketing insights and follows things that are happening in new media. I think that this is probably one of the biggest things. No, it is the biggest thing in the gaming industry in the next 10 years, just straight up. And it was very, very
unfortunately
early.
He's right.
And a lot of people are going to disagree with this video. It's going to get downvoted a ton, and people are going to see it's like there. And by the way, there's going to be developers that do cash grabs. Actually, there just was one, right? If people are following this video recently, there was an Ubisoft release for a game where they just tossed a bunch of NFT skins on OpenSea, and they tied it behind grinding the game for hours to get access to these. I don't like that. I don't think that's very good. I think there's a lot of developers that are going to do this wrong. But the first people that are innovative enough to integrate this as a part of giving the community a voice and a living, breathing development cycle, in addition to tying it to MTX, making the core gameplay good, they're going to nail it, and it is going to be life-changing for people. And I'm looking outside of the first world also, and just seeing how much opportunity there is for people to be able to earn income, or people to have side hustles in relation to games like Axi Infinity. Super cool. It's just really awesome. And I hope that you take the time to research it. If you are a person who is interested in this, and you are a brand, or you are an NFT people yourself, you think you're working on a cool project, I do run an agency called Novo, which is a company that is really kind of
get him, Devin,
towards, working with NFT
fucking get him
to try to introduce these really good projects. I'm not interested in your scam coin or things like that, but I'm very interested in really cool, legit projects to start talking about. So if you enjoyed this video, come check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Devin Nash is where I do a lot of business, new media talk, kind of more specifics that I can put on this YouTube. And if you don't want to pay for anything, that's cool too. Just thanks for watching the video. Go join the Discord. Discord.gg/Devin is completely free, and there's a lot of conversation about this kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this talk. I hope this was beneficial, and maybe I changed your mind about a few things. Maybe I didn't. Tell me in the comments. I'll read them. Thanks. See you next time.
Guys, if you enjoyed the video, then you can go there and like it. I personally enjoyed the video, and I think that a lot of you guys are coming at this from the wrong approach, because you guys say he has the gall to announce he has a Patreon. Listen, let me explain to you. Those of you who say that, you don't know Devin Nash, okay? This man gives out amazing advice to content creators. I'm not joking. I'm not memeing. Devin Nash is, in a lot of ways, not sure that I would say a visionary, but he has a very good eye for the industry. And this is why I watch his stuff. I don't think, here's the interesting thing. This video, it makes a lot of sense. To me, it makes a lot of sense in terms of the stuff that he pointed out with the Alistair Blackskin and all of that stuff. Yes, it makes sense. I think that some of his points were, I don't necessarily agree with them because of the fact that he was favoring the NFTs a little bit, but he does make some interesting points. And like I said, he is a great resource for people that are doing content creation, whether it's live streaming, YouTube, all of that stuff. That's why I watch his stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, I will still not buy an NFT in the next 5 years. And if I become a dinosaur content creator, I would argue I already am one. I'm a dinosaur. I started making videos in 2007 in my car with a laptop like aimed at my face. That's when I started making videos and like screaming about imbalanced classes in World of Warcraft. That was my content back then, right? So it's like I am a dinosaur when it comes to the content creation thing, so I'm going to be a dinosaur when it comes to NFTs, but at the end of the day, the pitch was not good enough for me to be like, oh yeah, in 5 years I'll definitely buy an NFT. But, you know, it is going to be a thing.